Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I wanted to talk to you just for a second before I started the video on Fast Forward so that you could kind of see my vision, where I'm heading with this layout, because I have pulled a few things and gotten a few things ready ahead of time just because this is a pretty involved project that I am taking on today. So this is Wacky Wednesday for SpiegelMom Scraps. And for the month of October, the challenge on 15 minutes to scrap with SpiegelMom Scraps uses this sketch. And so I printed it out just to copy on paper so I could reference it. It is cut off a little bit on the top and the bottom corners. So basically this stitching just kind of goes around the corner, and then it has day, month, year. And then this stitching also goes around the corner. That element isn't really going to play into what I'm doing with this layout, so I'm not too concerned about that. But the basic part in the middle, I am going to kind of play off of this idea of having a central photo with some string or some texture and some sequins and detailing, as well as some big mats. I'm also going to pull in, I've been wanting to try a technique that I see a bunch of different artists do, but the main one that has been inspiring me lately is Tanya Hubbard, where she creates these huge titles on the page. So last week for my birthday, I received this birthday card. And the front says, "For you, a dream in your pocket, a wish in your shoe, a ribbon of stars, and a moonbeam or two." And then, of course, it has the sentiment and the rest of the stuff on the inside. But the minute I saw this, I knew I wanted to take this portion and make it a huge title. And I'm going to go with kind of the same idea, where dream, wish, stars, and moonbeam really stand out. And then the rest of the words are kind of in a smaller font where it's not quite the emphasis. And so that's going to become the huge title that goes on this layout. And I'm going to have a center focus layout for this one. And this is the photo I'm going to be using. So this is just a black and white photo. This is my youngest son, who is now 7. But this was one of his very first pictures in the hospital. And so I wanted to do something kind of special with it. And I saw this quote and this sketch, and I thought this is the perfect time to go ahead and work with these things together. And we will see what we can do on this Wacky Wednesday. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward and kind of show you where I am picking up with this layout, and we will go from there. Okay guys, so very first thing I did is I pulled out a bunch of white tulle, and I have it just on a huge big roll, and put it on some paper towel. And then I used my Heidi Swap Color Shine in Sweet Mint. And I'm going to just color it. So basically I just put it on a piece of paper towel, sprayed, and then blotted it off. And it made it this very pale greenish color that's going to kind of match everything else that I'm doing. And then I just created some dimension by putting that behind my photo. And then underneath that, I put some layers of tissue paper. So I have my photo, my tulle, my tissue paper, and now I'm putting 3 doilies behind there, and I went around the edges of those with a peacock's feather distress ink so that I'm getting that same turquoise color. And so now I've pulled out this chipboard piece, and this is from Crepe Paper's Cute Girl collection, and I'm going to tuck that underneath. So this is kind of where I'm following that sketch, and I am going to pull the sketch over here in a second and make sure that I am kind of following true to what the sketch is showing and the different dimensions. Now I mentioned before that I was going to make this kind of a centered vertical layout. So this is going to be that center panel that I was talking about. And then I went ahead and grabbed my white crepe paper, as if I didn't have enough dimension already. And I'm adding crepe paper, just bunching it up along the edges of that center frame on both sides. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that all off and make sure that it's all even. And I do go around the edges of that with that Peacock Feathers ink as well. And that's going to create this center column that goes with my page. And I am using a background paper from Paige Evans' first collection with Pink Paisley. And so that's where the dot paper came from. And I put everything in that center column on fun foam so that that whole thing is going to kind of stand up off the page. And now I'm working on these different elements of that title that we had talked about, and I went ahead and did those title elements off screen because they did take some time to do the hand lettering portions. But it does say the same thing as what the front of that card said that I showed in the beginning. And then I went ahead and looked through all of my goodies to find some clouds. And so a couple of these are from the Paige Evans collection. And then the felt ones that I am coloring right now are from the SpiegelMom Scraps store. And then that chipboard one is another one from the Cute Girl collection. And I also added that string of ribbons down there along the bottom. And I actually tied those onto the layout through holes in the doilies. So they are tied on, and then I have those chipboard stars from Cute Girl that are on both ends. And now I am pulling out some sequins from 3 different sequin packs. So I'm using Sunny Smiles, Believe in You, and Wedding Bells. And I just kind of scatter those around on the bottom, and you can see more of that here in the close-ups. And you can kind of see how everything is attached. Once I got all that title work done, this layout came together really quickly. It has a lot of dimension and really cool layers, and I really hope you enjoyed what you saw today, and you enjoyed this Wacky Wednesday. Bye!